Welcome to another episode of the Ministry of Truth. I am your number one host on this show because I killed everyone else because I'm tired of their bullshit. There wasn't really that many. There was like 15 of them. Now there's 12. I don't know how I killed the other 3, but it happened. What do we got for you today? I got two different news segments, and then we're gonna go into we're going to go into some videos where we see shitty parents. We're going to see what happens to celebrities, what's going to happen to pedophiles inside the jail, and then we're going to listen to a judge, former judge, who was a pedophile, and it's time for his parole hearing. What do you guys think he got? Paroled? But before we get on all that, because we're going to war again, but it's not with ISIS, but the song still fits. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself, and I'll see you in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'm walking to the office right now, and then I'll let you know. What is this?
Welcome to your intervention. For what?
Make a fucking video!
What video?
Make a fucking rap anthem for everybody that's deployed.
I'm not gonna make any of that modern day bullshit mumble rap. Everyone here knows it's fucking trash.
Then bring back the Beastie Boys!
Yeah. Okay. And who the fuck is that?
I'm just here for clickbait.
Chill! Lincoln spot seats! Yeah! Woo! Let's go! Whoa! Fuck us is whoa! Fuck us is whoa! Fuck us is lick on my dick in America's balls! Fuck us is whoa! Fuck us is whoa! Fuck us is you thought this was a comedy, bitch, but it ain't no joke. Just like your sexual life and how you love to fuck goats. You sick, twisted fucks can suck my nuts. You say being gay is wrong, but you fuck male butts. And I could give a fuck if it makes you mad, cause I'm wiping my ass with your bitch ass flag. Yeah, I'm feeling free as fuck, reppin' red, white, and blue. I got freedom, tits, guns, fucking bacon, and booze. Fuck us is whoa. Fuck us is whoa. Fuck us is lick on my dick in America's balls. Fuck us is whoa. Fuck us is whoa. Fuck us is. Ooh, we can see you in the night, yeah, trying to fight. About to fuck your soul up with 12 inches of pipe. You wipe your ass with your fingers. I think you're confused. We got laser guided bugs and fucking gunships too.
Hey guys, like all ISIS isn't bad.
Fuck you!
Task force hunts you till the last gun is fired. You can run, bitch, but you only die tired. You try to spread fear, you a criminal no more. 72 virgins will never be yours.
Loading up the birds, yeah, we're coming for you. We're talking freedom, nothing fighters, rockin' red, white, and blue. A couple mini guns and some shorty and fours. Gonna shove this middle finger right up your Fuck us is whoa. Fuck us is whoa.
I don't know about you, but that gets my blood flowing. Yeah. Now we're getting into some of the two new segments. One of them actually has 561 pred catchers. Pretty sure one of y'all will have that link. So I guess we're gonna have to do the normal thing and say, hello, Zippity. Wait, you're gonna be back? Then why are we even here? Jilly, my favorite. Batmom. My favorite Mexican. A-Cops, my favorite racist. And Nunya, my favorite black person. Yeah. Whew. All right, let's get into the first one. Topic of today. This is
This week.
What do you call those fucking part-time wannabe cops? Mall cop, no. Campus cop, right? Let's get to the campus cop.
A local group helped police in Delray Beach catch a local security guard before he was able to meet up with a teenager for sex. It's one of several similar cases where tips to law enforcement have led to arrests. Investigative reporter Terry Parker is here now with a closer look at those arrests. And Terry, citizen predator catcher groups are growing in number across the country.
That's right, Felicia. Of those 3 arrests this week, one came after an alert T-Mobile employee realized child porn was on a customer's phone. And in another case, a citizen-run group that sets up child predator stings found the suspect and called the cops. It is a trend law enforcement is seeing across the country. In Fort Pierce, Jonathan Busa Shelton was busted for child porn after he handed his cell phone over to a T-Mobile employee for fixing. But Busa Shelton is the one now in a fix because that employee saw horrifying child porn images and called the sheriff, who slammed Busa Shelton with felony charges.
They could have easily just said, I'm not getting involved, I'm not saying anything to anybody, but they picked up the phone. They got critical information that allowed us to track him down to where he lived.
In another case this week, a citizen group posed online as a 14-year-old boy. The person who showed up to meet the supposed boy for sex at Walgreens was Palm Beach State College security guard Daniel Winfield. Winfield was arrested and fired from his job. Dustin Lampros of 561 Predator Catchers explains how his group works.
We work alongside some organizations that do online decoying, and they're the ones that basically set up the accounts online, and then they notify me when they have somebody that's trying to meet a minor. And then I show up and confront them and call the cops.
These citizen predator catcher groups are growing, according to USA Today, saying they found evidence of citizen stings in about 3/4 of U.S. states in recent years. Law enforcement doesn't always make arrests, though, as there can be issues about how the evidence was gathered and was there any potential entrapment. And officials continue to make their own busts. FDLE agents arrested Kyler Morgan of Okeechobee Wednesday. Their investigation alleges Morgan asked who he thought was a 14-year-old girl for sexual pictures online, and they say they found other sexual images on his devices. And law enforcement sometimes makes arrests when citizen groups set up a sting, but sometimes they don't because the evidence is problematic. And of course, it can be dangerous to confront someone in an emotional situation like that. But police always welcome a valid tip that may save a child from abuse.
See something, say something. Power to that employee. They're probably going to need counseling. Hope Walgreens is taking care of him. And now another
An Eastern Michigan University professor is banned from campus after being arrested in a child predator sting.
What do you do for a living?
I'm teaching. I'm a professor.
You're a professor? And where are you a professor?
In Eastern Michigan.
And the sting aired on the show Takedown with Chris Hansen, a former WDIV reporter who's made famous by his series To Catch a Predator.
We are blurring the suspect's face, also withholding his name, because as of tonight, he has not yet been officially charged with any crime, though the accusations he faces are disturbing. Jacqueline Francis here now to walk us through the video of the arrest and also with campus reaction. Jacqueline.
The sting operation involved an EMU professor who's accused of going over to the house of what he thought was a 15-year-old girl. All of it caught on camera.
Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen.
Hey, how are you? Sir, you don't want to leave. Trust me.
In Huron Township, Michigan, this university professor just painted himself into a corner.
It's Chris Hansen's latest takedown.
I'll try my best to explain.
Please.
The target, an Eastern Michigan University professor.
For this investigation, a Huron Township detective posing as a 15-year-old girl.
The episode aired on True Blue and involves police pretending to be a 15-year-old girl online, allegedly luring in the professor. He went to her house, where the Huron Township Police and Genesee County Sheriff's Ghost Team were there to bust him. TV personality Chris Hansen asked the questions.
How old are you?
I'm 63.
You're 63.
That's a big age.
What do you do for a living?
I'm teaching. I'm a professor.
You're a professor? And where are you a professor?
In Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan University.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Students reacting to the news.
I just did not expect To Catch a Predator to happen anywhere near here.
For me, this is a surprise because my teachers have been like just great, truly accepting and all of that. But for him to do that and to think that he would still have a job here, especially like what they promote at Eastern Michigan, that's not what we do. And it's just strange to me.
EMU said the actions he's accused of are detestable and said the professor has been suspended and banned from campus.
I guess he's been working here for like 20 years or something. So like the fact that like someone has
from campus, I get it. He hasn't been formally charged yet, but why suspend him if he's banned from campus? I'd totally fire him.
like been here and probably like committing crimes like that the entire time is like kind of really disturbing.
We are not naming the professor because he has not been charged. He was arrested and then released. Local police tell us that charges could be filed any day. Reporting from Eastern Michigan University, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right. So we're going to go on to not so much child issues, but still has to do with children. I don't know why I said child. But let's continue the story. And parents who should not be parents and pretty much in the same way as a child predator. My opinion. Especially when you beat your kids.
It's December 7th, 2013 in Peoria, Illinois, and a baby boy, Nathan, is born. His parents, Stephanie Jones and Brandon Walker, are overjoyed. However, there's
they look like
sadly,
they're
Nathan has
related.
traces of narcotics in his system, so he and his older brother are placed into DCFS care just hours later. This isn't the couple's first rodeo with the DCFS. Stephanie's been dealing with them since 2007, when at just 3 months old, her first child, Nigel, who's fathered by a different man, suddenly passes away. The cause of death is ruled as SIDS, Sudden Infant Death Syndrome, and is ruled natural. More on this later. A few years pass and Stephanie meets Brandon Walker. They have a child, Bentley. He's born premature. Due to previous concerns about Nigel's death and suspicion that the pair, quote, may be living with individuals who were found unfit, the DCFS are granted custody of Bentley after he's born. Less than 2 years later, however, the court returns him back to the care of his parents. This continues until December 7th, 2013. That's when Nathan Jones is found with narcotics in his system. And the DCFS not only take Nathan, but Bentley as well. So, as you can see from the minute these children are born, they're facing a potential death sentence, with parents who clearly don't care. At the bare minimum, they're born into a life of neglect. There is some light at the end of the tunnel though. Laura Walker, the boy's grandmother, Brandon's mother, she fights tooth and nail to obtain custody of them, and in 2017 she's granted legal guardianship by a Tazewell County Court judge.
I haven't seen Nathan in a long time, but when he was little, he was very happy, very loving, loved to be around people.
Laura takes on the role as a mother. She cooks, cleans, and sends them to school. They enjoy living with her. She even allows them to visit their parents every now and then. Although what should be noted is that on 2 occasions, Laura contacts DCFS to let them know that Nathan has been physically assaulted by Stephanie. In July of 2021, Laura gets a call from family in Florida. It's about her mother. She's sick. Laura asks the boys if they want to come along, but Bentley refuses as Laura plans to drive there rather than fly, and Nathan prefers to stay close to his older brother. So she decides to leave them with Stephanie and Brandon. She tells them she'll be back in a few weeks, but when she returns, things take an unexpected turn. Stephanie and Brandon refuse to return the boys. When I came back, I asked them to bring them home, but they wouldn't answer their phones or texts, nothing. Finally, I went to their house as Nathan was supposed to start school. I had all his supplies ready, but they wouldn't give him up. Stephanie threatened me, she yelled at me, she threatened to kill me. Desperate, Laura reaches out to the Peoria Police Department for assistance. According to them, when officers arrive at the scene, Laura seems overwhelmed and frustrated, stating she's ready to go to court and have the boys placed in foster care. Laura, on the other hand, insists that when they arrive, they speak with the boys, who go on to say that they want to stay with their parents.
That's strange.
I told them they're 8 and 12. They don't get a vote. There were 4 officers there, none of them would help me. Whatever the case, Laura leaves and contacts the DCFS
That's why
to
she
not
was the
only see
guardian.
what her options are, but to also file a complaint. She tells the agency the home isn't suitable for children to live in. The complaint is noted, an investigation is opened, but ultimately the children aren't returned to her. 2 days later, an investigator visits the home, but no one answers the door. They also visit Brandon's car repair and tow business, but again find no one. Concerned, Laura contacts the Washington Police Department. That's the agency responsible for her hometown, to file a missing persons report. It's unclear how they do, but the Washington Police Department make contact with Brandon. He tells them he's in Chicago and is due to return in a couple of days. Surprise, surprise, he doesn't. Over the next few days, both the DCFS and the Washington Police Department repeatedly reach out to Brandon, pressing him for details about his return, but he avoids giving a clear answer. Then, on August 24th, 2021, Brandon informs the DCFS that he's out of the state and has no intention of returning or handing the boys over to them. What happens next remains unclear, but by November 3rd, the case is officially closed. That isn't where the DCFS's involvement ends, though. On February 14th, 2022, the DCFS receives an anonymous hotline tip with serious allegations. The tipster claims the family is back in Illinois, that the boys are not attending school and are often seen dirty. The tip also includes these disturbing details. Bentley, barely a teen, went to work with his father every day, which, if under coercion, is classified as child labor trafficking. Navin's eyes are black and blue, and was punished for getting up in the middle of the night and eating chicken that Stephanie had cooked for the dogs. Brandon belittles Bentley and frequently calls him names, and Stephanie locks Navin in the basement with a physical lock when she wants to take a nap or doesn't want to deal with him. In response, DCFS opens a new investigation. They contact local schools and discover that neither Navin nor Bentley are enrolled in the public school district. So the next day, they travel to the address provided by the tipster, but no one answers the door. Surprisingly, Brandon reaches out to the DCFS later on that same day and denies any mistreatment of the boys. He claims they can't attend school because his mother, Laura, has legal guardianship, and states that he brings Bentley to work because he enjoys it and it gives him something to do during the day while not at school. A home visit is scheduled for February 18th, but once again on that occasion, no one answers the door. Later on the 18th, Brandon calls to reschedule for the 22nd, and when they attend on that day, they finally make face-to-face contact. Once inside, an investigator interviews both Navin and Bentley, who insist they feel safe around their parents and deny the allegations that are being placed against them. Although they're happy with the answers, the agent observes that Navin looks, quote, sickly in appearance and is unusually thin and small for a child his age. They also note that no black eyes are present, but his hands show signs of pick marks. The investigator questions the couple about his appearance. He eats all the time but doesn't gain weight. Sometimes he can eat a whole pizza on his own.
Not looking like that.
The agent suggests he may have a medical issue. Brandon agrees and says that he wants to take him to the doctor but can't because he lacks legal guardianship. In response, the agent tells them they'll do all they can to help secure one. The meeting concludes on a positive note, with the home documented as a safe environment where both Navin and Bentley seem content. The process of obtaining Laura's consent for short-term guardianship then begins, to which she ultimately agrees. However, before the paperwork is finalized,
so when they
something
need to
truly
do
horrific happens.
They don't do their job. When they don't really have to do their job, then they overdo their job.
What's the address you need the ambulance at?
1717 Northdale.
Is that a house? Is that a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
Tell me exactly what happened.
It was you, Vlad.
My son, since I got him from his grandmother's after she threw him out, he's been doing a lot of really weird things, like drinking his own urine. He's pooped all over the house, smearing it everywhere. Sometimes he'll eat a whole bunch. Sometimes he doesn't want to eat at all.
Okay. What's he doing today,
ma'am? It's getting late, so I'm sorry.
What's happened today?
I went upstairs because I hadn't heard from him and found him unresponsive on the floor.
Is he breathing?
No.
Call
Okay.
him a mess.
I am sending the paramedic.
CPR before I called you guys, and I can't get anything.
Okay. Is there a defibrillator available? If so, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
I don't have one.
Okay. I am sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line, and I'll tell you exactly what to do next. He is an adult. Is that correct?
I'm sorry.
How old is your son?
8.
He's 8?
Yes.
Okay. Are you with him right now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to help you. I know you said you've tried CPR, but we're going to go through this, okay? Tell me when you're ready. What's your name? Ma'am, what's your name?
Stephanie Jones.
All right, Stephanie, listen to me. Are you home alone?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to lay him flat on his back on the ground and remove anything under his head, okay? Tell me when that's done.
I removed his clothes and he was cold, so I put him in the shower and used the hose. I don't know what to do.
Okay, how long ago did you find him?
Maybe 10 minutes ago.
Is he cold?
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do compressions. I'm going to tell you how to do chest compressions. I want you to place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples.
I got to put you on speaker.
That's fine. Please do that, Stephanie.
Okay.
I want you to place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples. Put your other hand on top of that.
Yo,
I want
that's
you to
kinda
pump
high.
the chest hard and fast, at least twice per second and 2 inches deep. Please let the chest come all the way up between pumps, and we're going to do this until help can take over. I want you to count out loud so I can count with you, okay?
Okay.
Start.
Yeah, I think they're here. Someone's knocking on my door.
Is your door unlocked? Okay, go unlock it and come right back
Is it
immediately.
the police?
Hey.
Hey, can you run this?
Sure.
Okay. Mom's in the white.
Mm-hmm. Step or foster mom or
No, mom.
biological? Okay.
Kid went David was a child. He was last seen at 8 p.m. when he went to bed. She's been up for a while. Dad left at 6 a.m. Didn't check on him. Took the other son to work with him. She went to go check on him a little bit ago before she called. Called for him. He didn't
She's been
answer.
gone all day?
No, she's been here. I'm sorry. She's been here.
But he's just been in a bedroom or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
She called for him. Didn't hear anything, so she went to go check on him. Went in the room. He was unresponsive. Told to touch. So because he was cold, she put him in the bathtub.
Hey, what's up, man? So, can you tell me what time you left the house?
I don't know, like 6 or 6:30, 6:15. Early every morning.
This morning. So you haven't been home since then?
No. I seen him yesterday. I came home early for a little bit. And I came back and they were, everybody was already asleep. So I work so much, I'm not
Sure, yeah,
here
I get
much.
it. So you were last at the house at 6:15 this morning?
Yeah.
And then you slept here all night?
Yeah, but I don't wake the kids up
Sure.
normally.
No matter what time I would get home, and no matter what time I had to go to work, I would always check and make sure everybody was in the house and everybody was okay before I went to sleep or went back to work. Even if it was like 12 in the morning and then I had to be at work at 3:30. I mean, fuck it. I mean, got paid for it. Not well.
Ma'am, I'm sorry to have to tell you, but through all our efforts, there's nothing that we can refer. Okay?
Oh my god.
Do you guys have time? Just call them now.
I don't know about that react. Really not. You fucking.
The cop just
fucking
told me.
Well, I want to
mean? They cannot resuscitate him. That's what the fuck I mean.
There's no fucking way!
Be quiet, Kyle. You probably did it.
There's no fucking way!
There is a fucking
DCFS bitch that he needed to be seen.
You guys are putting all your business out in front of everybody like
That his behavior was not normal.
Yo, this is how she's reacting? Fuck you.
Just to make sure it was 8:15 last night.
No, this, what do you mean?
that. That you last saw him.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
night.
Dude, I'd been kicking car fucking windows and everything. Well, you're not even really crying.
Yeah, that's 623 East Lynn.
623 East Lynn on a first
8.
violation.
People with 8. Fuck you.
Got on third down.
I hope your lighter's broken.
16 on at 985.
Mine works, bitch.
Which bedroom is Evans? Or do they share a bedroom?
No. His is the one on the
Smoking
right.
Newports in the red box.
So I go up the steps and it's to my right.
Newports?
And then where's his room at?
On the other side.
Directly across. Where's your guys' bedroom?
Downstairs.
Downstairs. Is there any other bedrooms upstairs?
No.
Is there a bathroom upstairs?
Yeah, there's a bathroom.
Who uses that bathroom?
The boys do.
The boys do. So the boys kind of have their own upstairs?
Yeah.
I got you.
So you can go up there and check.
Are you Stephanie?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm Detective Chavez. I'm going to be investigating this, okay? I'm going to be out to talk to you a little bit, but chances are what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the police station. And that way we can talk about it, okay?
Yeah, like kind of
Alright.
hold on.
And said, hey, I want to go with you. I said, okay.
Wow, he seems pretty calm.
Carried a fucking conversation with him. I got him. I'll
They're
take care of
holding
him.
that with cell phone right now. They would have launched that shit. Yeah, you're broken up.
That's what they said. That's what they said. I don't fucking blue as shit, bro. I don't know. He was in his room. I don't let him take food to his room for reasons like that. I don't let him or Bentley take shit to their room.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have people transported, and we're also gonna have to hold his house.
Bro, I mean, word out, shit.
It's probably caught on a strap.
On March 29th, 2022,
You
Stephanie
don't
Jones
check on it.
contacts the Peoria Police Department after finding her
Still.
son, Nathan Jones, unresponsive and cold to the touch. She explains that she's tried
Oh, he was cold, like I said. He's been dead a long time.
placing him in warm water to wake him, but when it failed, she decided to call for help. When first responders arrive, they attempt life-saving measures, but ultimately Nathan is pronounced dead at the hospital just a few short hours later. At the time of his death, he weighed just 30 pounds. For comparison, an average 8-year-old boy should weigh anywhere between 46 and 78 pounds. Detective Roberto Vasquez describes the scene as unlike anything he's ever encountered. It was a smell I'd never experienced before. Nathan's bedroom door didn't have a door handle, just a piece of rope where the handle should have been. Strangely, Naven's door is the only one in the house with this makeshift handle. But not only that, because a glance inside of his room reveals a stark contrast to the rest of the property. While the home is otherwise neat, tidy and clean, his room is filthy, stained with urine and feces. His bed is bare and dirty. He has a single toy on the floor, an empty wardrobe and a chilling sign that hangs on the wall outside of the room. Do not give Naven any food or drinks. Do not let him out of the room. He has what he needs till I wake up. Do not be loud. Many of the first responders are aware of the family's troubled history and begin to suspect that the parents have had a hand in his death. Yet, as the body cam footage shows, they act as though they have no idea what has happened. When the cause of death is revealed, that Naven died from cardiac arrest as the result of malnutrition and physical abuse, both Stephanie and Brandon are arrested as part of the investigation. And it's from here that their disturbing secret is finally out in the open.
Today, my office obtained first-degree murder indictments for Brandon Walker and Stephanie Jones, the parents of 8-year-old Naven Jones. In those indictments, we alleged brutal and heinous behavior in the death of Naven that make each of them eligible for a life sentence. As you are probably aware, pursuant to earlier court records, police were contacted March 29th regarding an 8-year-old not breathing. When police arrived, they found Naven unresponsive, emaciated, with sunken eyes. He weighed just 30 pounds. At the hospital, doctors later found ligature marks on both wrists.
He was tied up.
During the investigation, police observed the defendant's house to be well furnished, except for Naven's room. Inside Naven's bedroom, they found one toy, one dresser, and one bed that had no sheets, no mattress, and a pillow that didn't even have a pillowcase on it. There was a padlock on his closet door, and inside that closet was a horrific odor of urine and feces.
His bathroom.
The door to Naven's bedroom had no knob on it and had been tied shut with a string. There was a sign on the outside of his bedroom door that read, quote, "Do not give Naven any food or drinks. Do not let him out of the room. He has what he needs till I wake up." We assume that note was for his older brother. My office's review of those facts, as well as the discovery of additional shocking conduct by the defendants, led to the addition of the brutal and heinous counts that we added today through the grand jury. As well, we had filed a motion to increase both of their bonds that will be heard on Thursday when they're formally arraigned on the new charges. The shocking conduct that I'm referring to includes text messages between the defendants where they discuss locking Naven in his room, tying Naven up in the basement, beating Naven because he had urinated in his bedroom because he was unable to open the door to go to the bathroom. During the autopsy, it was discovered there were blunt force injuries on Naven's face, body, arms, and legs of varying ages, showing chronic or ongoing physical abuse. Pursuant to records of the school year when he was in first grade, in the year 2020 and 2021, the staff then reported no problems with Naven eating, using the bathroom, or of his behavior. In fact, he was very social and, quote, thriving. At that time, he was in the care of his grandmother. It was later that year in 2021 when the defendants took Naven. With his parents, for the last 6 months of Naven's life, he was tortured, beaten, starved, and imprisoned, all by the two people there to protect him. The defendants spent the last several weeks of Naven's life doing nothing for him. And I plan on spending the next several of mine bringing him justice. As I stated earlier, Thursday, the defendants will be up in court next for their arraignment On the new counts, there are 6 counts of first-degree murder that were indicted today, as well as our motion to increase bond.
What do you think about how the agencies acted? You had a DCFS caseworker say that he looked not well. I think the term was sickly. 6 weeks, 5 weeks prior to his death. You have police officers trying to check in on him, and apparently nothing happened. I mean, there was a lot of people along the way, maybe who could have seen something, maybe who could have stopped it. What do you think about how we got here?
Well, I don't really have any comments on what other agencies did or didn't do
get them
for
on the
this.
podium.
My investigation is focused on who is responsible for the murder, and that is the 2 parents.
The pair were charged in connection with the murder of their son. Both initially pleaded not guilty. However, in December of 2023, Stephanie changed her plea to guilty, while Brandon maintained his innocence, leading to a trial in the same month. Brandon's defense centered around his limited presence at home. He claimed he often worked up to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, which left him little time to spend with Navin. He claims to have had no idea as to what Stephanie was doing to Navin, highlighted that DCFS failed to recognize the signs of abuse and neglect, which the prosecution actually agreed with, and stated that he sensed something was wrong and wanted to take Navin to the hospital, but was prevented from doing so due to guardianship issues. There is 2 issues with that though. One, it contradicts his first statement about not knowing what was going on with Navin, and for 2, hospital records show that Bentley was taken to the hospital without any issue, so why couldn't the same be done in Navin's case?
Oh.
The prosecution rejected Brandon's defense. They argued that he played a significant role in the abuse, highlighting a series of incriminating text messages exchanged over several months. These messages indicated that Brandon was fully aware of the mistreatment, whether that be food deprivation, physical punishment, general neglect, or being denied access to a bathroom, forcing him to use his room instead. The prosecution asserted that if Brandon was capable of egging actions on remotely while at work, he was undoubtedly inflicting similar punishment when he was at home.
First at 6, guilty on 2 counts of first-degree murder. A jury came to that verdict today at the end of Brandon Walker's 5-day trial for the 2022 death of his 8-year-old son. That's Navin Jones in Peoria of last year. Exactly where we begin tonight, Brandon Walker will spend life in prison.
Yes, our Ben Freeze attended court in Peoria today. Ben, what was the scene like in the courtroom?
Well, Rebecca, Thomas, the Peoria man showed little emotion after the judge handed down a life sentence today.
Fuck him up.
Brandon Walker must serve 100% of that, meaning he will never get out of prison again, barring a successful appeal. This all stems from the death of Walker's son, Navin Jones. Navin was only 8 years old when officers found him unresponsive in his Peoria home in March of 2022. He only weighed 30 pounds and his room was tied shut. Throughout the room was urine and feces. The judge saying life was the most that he could give Walker for his lack of action regarding the starvation, abuse, and eventual death of Navin. Walker's attorney claiming that Walker couldn't bring his son to the hospital due to his lack of guardianship over Navin. He plans to appeal.
There's no legal duty of a parent to take care of the child if his parent has been taken away, and my client's was. They gave it up to the grandmother, so they gave up the right, so they had no legal duty.
Navin's mother, Stephanie Jones, has already pleaded guilty to murder. She faces up to 100 years in prison, and she's sentenced on April 25th. Rebecca?
So there you have it, the tragic case of Navin Jones, the 8-year-old boy who lost his life at the hands of the very people who were supposed to protect him. The authorities who had the power to intervene ultimately failed him. I mean, how could anyone take a look at this case and not come to the conclusion that something...
Because we all know the system is perfect. The system would never have flaws. But we all know the system's fucking garbage. And
blue light kind of night, y'all. It's
I don't know if I want to do that one. Yeah, fuck it. While we're on the topic of shitty mothers, this one involves a mother going to a... yeah, I want to see what happens to this bitch. I promise you the running theme had nothing to do with the person's ethnicity, but...
Blue Light Kind of Night, welcome back to the channel. For everybody that's new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, shut up.
I would appreciate either you. But before you already know what is a have
All right,
kids.
never mind. This dude's talking.
Let's go.
Diddy was at this party.
So with the next one coming up, one of the party favors, back again, telling her story and giving you some of the names that may or may not have been at one of these special parties, and that at one of these parties involves a pair of boots and a very famous actor. Stevie Knight had produced this video. Well, he found the interview, and then we're gonna watch what he watches. He's gonna talk a lot because, you know, fucking reactors talk a lot. You almost never get to see the video, or you have to wait like 10 minutes between each pause and start. Right? Who wants to fucking sit here through that?
Denzel Washington was at this party.
Yep.
Birdman was at this party.
Yes, he was.
And Young Jock.
Yep.
No.
And you're telling me Denzel was there and it was after 1 o'clock when he supposedly left?
And beanie, socks, and a gold chain.
So you're telling me Denzel Washington was naked?
Naked.
Going on with this case, these freak-off parties, they're not freak-off parties. There's a lot that happens. There's life-size wheels that people attach children to and spin it and decide who's having sex in what way. There are so many things. There's body cakes, there's party favors, and I'm talking like, you know how you put up a little birthday bag, like when you go to a birthday party, and before you can leave, you can take one of those little birthday bags off the table, and then there's toys and like all this stuff for coming to the party. Yeah, instead of that, there's children. They call them party favors. Okay.
You know, if you guys remember, I played a video of this. She is like mentally fucked up, like bad. I don't know if she's on something, drunk, but bro.
I'm really trying to spit this out, but I'm really having a hard time tonight. I'm really having a hard time tonight, and I do not know why. I'm really having a hard time tonight.
A month or two ago.
Because I've had to stop everything and turn around, and we're doing this again. And the thing is I can put out information, but it's not until you guys get slapped with more information that people are like, okay, that's true. I get it. Don't just take one word and just go with it. But
I mean, that's the unfortunate reality, man. You gotta have proof. That's really what buried Diddy at the end of the day, is that video getting leaked of him putting the hands on Cash. Like, once that got out there, bro, it was like, all right, it is what it is. Like, people are gonna question everything. You know, so you can't never take somebody's word for it, bro. But you know, with this one, it's just where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's been too many industry elites that have been caught up in all this already, bro. Like, we already know the Feds in cahoots, elites is in cahoots, they're all in cahoots, they all doing it, bro. But the more proof, the better. And I want to know, though, I'd be curious to know, you know, what the percentages at this point of people that question the validity towards these claims. All right, like, you got that naive side that just swallow everything the media give them and will never think horribly about, you know, their role models, their idols, their celebrities or whatnot. You got those like, oh, he would never.
Yeah, they would.
Right, you got that working against you, but then it's like, you know, people should question everything that come with it. It's just unfortunate, dog, that this is what we're questioning, bro, because we're talking about kids being victimized. I mean, like, it's so unbelievable. It seems so far-fetched for a lot. So, you know, people are gonna need receipts. But with that being said, like, we're never gonna get those receipts to implicate everybody. They got everything under control, bro. Everything's under wraps. They got everything under wraps, right? They're gonna give you the ones they want to get rid of. Diddy, for example, and whomever else. Boy, yeah, it sucks, dog. Suck ain't the word. I just can't. It's terrible. It's terrible, bro. You know what I mean? The most terrible thing about this,
I told you, man.
I'm getting on my soapbox, but whatever. The most terrible thing about this is the silence, bro.
Damn, Zip, you're like...
The silence is deafening amongst the celebrities in regards to this whole Diddy situation. Right? It's crickets, dog. The only people you hear saying anything are said victims, podcasters.
Yep.
People that they try to label psychos, like your Orlando Browns and your Jaguar Wrights. You know what I mean? There hasn't been anyone from the industry to step up that credibility would not be questioned. They all quiet, bro. All of them quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, all of y'all motherfuckers have something to do with Diddy, bro. Like, all
conspiracy. Biden authorized. This was supposed to be on original stream today, but I didn't feel like really streaming until found some motivation. Biden did authorize use of American weapons for Ukraine in Russia. Some big news is probably going to come out, and they're trying to take it all away by using World War. It wouldn't be the first fucking time. So just keep in mind what's going to go on within this country that's not involved in the war, which is a good thing because, you know, I don't like war. War is unnecessary. I got nothing better to do. I'm one of those podcasters. Well, I don't do the podcast anymore, but you know.
All of y'all was present at these freak offs. Like, you can be tied to this somewhat, or you just you scared to get ostracized or put in. All of y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, even y'all older cats who ain't got nothing to lose at this point, right? Your Morgan Freemans, your Clint Eastwoods, your Tom Cruises, your George Clooney, like all y'all motherfuckers.
Please say no.
Y'all got to lose, unless they got something on your ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the most disturbing part, because the silence is deafening, bro. And as far as I'm concerned, bro, if you quiet, you complicit. Like, what about the ones who weren't there? Right? They still scared to speak about it. Right? Wasn't all 100% of y'all fuckers affiliated to Diddy. Bro, some of y'all didn't go to these parties, dog. And y'all scared to speak up. Bro, what the fuck is that? It's like everybody complicit. Everybody scared of the damn industry dropping it, going to...
Oprah may have not been at a Diddy party, but you know who she was. She was a frequent flyer on the Lolita Express.
Or something, bro. Anyway, let's continue.
Brain right now is just not doing well. I'm not okay. Because I'm just like, all of this, I can drop it. I'll just put up the affidavit and I'm going to come back on. Because I'm trying to spit it out, and it's not. I don't know why it's not coming. Because what's irritating me too is journalists and people. If you're monetizing your account and you're messaging me, I'm not giving information out for money. That's not what I'm doing either. The information is priceless.
Yeah, we're not going to help you do that.
No, I don't want to. We're not. We're not doing anything. So if you're messaging,
well, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, somebody gonna have to like select. I will demonetize my damn video, get the message out, bro. But like, that defeats the whole purpose of trying to get shit out there, bro. Because everybody that has a platform is getting paid for these platforms, and these platforms are the quickest way to get the message out there. So that's counterintuitive. Like, if you really want shit out there, bro, kid, like, just pick your favorite person, the person you blend with, the person that you jive with the most, right? Get on there and get the message out. You know what I'm saying? Go to someone that's deemed credible for your own.
Somebody get Joe Rogan.
Preference, right? But like, it's all this is a business at the end of the day. But that's a benefit of a business is finding somebody that you rock with to put the message out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense, dog. Like, that makes me question.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, like, if you're really trying to do something, bro, like, take your ass to motherfucking Joe Rogan. The fuck?
It's like, hey, you could come on my platform and do it, but if your platform is monetized, just please don't message us. You're not gonna like me. I'm just telling you right now. You're not gonna like me. I want to spit the information out. I have a lot. We have decades worth of information. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Okay, but I'm trying to, and everybody's like, just do it. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. You're not sitting right here. You're not sitting right here. And it cuts deeper than probably a financial problem. It cuts deeper than a spiritual problem. It cuts deeper than a location problem. It cuts deeper than a soul problem. Okay? It takes a minute. It takes a minute to get up. It takes a minute to get out the corner. And for those who are like, okay, so testify. No, because listen.
All I hear is a bunch of bullshit, bro. Like, if that's the case, you shouldn't even be on here talking about it, bro. Like, you already started peeling the Band-Aid off by letting the little...
Bro, she doesn't even look like she's in her...
info that you let slip out already, bro. Party favors. Wheels. You being trafficked since you was a little baby. The tunnels up under the damn buildings or whatnot, bro. If you really trying to help the kids, how she say, bro, something ain't adding up, dog. Because if it means that much to you, if you got some subconscious, deep connected, which I imagine you would, but the fact you already out here talking about it contradicts what you saying right now. Right? Like, something ain't adding up.
No. Because the attorney on Diddy's side is corrupt.
Well, no shit.
You know that, right? Who's going to defend someone that they know damn well is a killer?
They do it all the time.
A rapist.
They do it all the time.
A child.
They do it all the time, bro. You ever seen Devil's Advocate, bro? It's a prime example, dog. Getting off the rails a little bit, bro. I think about this shit all the time, bro. You got to be one evil motherfucker to come out here and defend a fool that you know did some decrepit ass shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? As evil as Diddy is, dog, he ain't no motherfucking Night Stalker. And he had a damn attorney defending his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to be the devil, bro. Like, how do y'all go to sleep with yourselves at night? Knowing that you trying to help get Lucifer off.
Right.
And that was meant to be a double.
Yeah, I know.
Get him free and then get him off. You know what I'm talking about?
God
that shit don't make no sense to me, bro. Somebody let me know in the comments. That's literally selling your soul, bro.
I mean...
Slave trader.
Probably a Jew.
Who's going to defend someone like that? Would you? After you know what's been done?
Especially if you know you're going to lose.
After you know.
That's a money issue.
That's a money issue, right?
Oh. We already know somebody that did that. The fucking O.J. Simpson's people.
You don't care what happened to the kids. You don't care about your integrity.
That's not. Blah.
But I still hear a bunch of bullshit ass reasons, excuses. I ain't heard a legitimate reason yet as to why she wouldn't go ahead and just spill the beans.
I'm trying, but for whatever reason, it's not. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me right now.
I mean, she probably got issues though too. So I mean,
well, no,
she's been through a lot.
I can just feel the evil. I can feel the good, but I can just feel a problem just stirring. I'm trying.
All right, it actually goes from circles here at this point, but Jesus Christ. She's a little out of it. I don't know if she's drunk, high, having a panic attack, or I don't know. Seems kind of crazy because should do it to a person. That would do it to a person. Yep, everybody's got a price, like Ted DiBiase used to say. This one is from New Mexico. New Mexico. Speaking of New Mexico, I was looking at the map of everything that went blue, and you got speckles of blue on the west coast, east coast, in the middle. But if you go look at that map, the entire state of New Mexico remained blue. See, I watched Body Cam.
On Monday, May 6, 2024, agents with the New Mexico State Police were notified by a special agent who was with the Air Force Office of Special Investigations regarding a child solicitation investigation. The special agent informed the state police that he had been working as an undercover agent posing as a 14-year-old girl.
For the Air Force?
Between April 3rd and May 6th, the agents had communicated with a man who went by Johnny Gomez. During the communications on social media, which included explicit messages, videos, and images from the man, the undercover agent was able to identify the man as 22-year-old Miguel Garza, who resided in Clovis, New Mexico, using facial identification software. The undercover agent made it known to the suspect that he was talking to a 14-year-old, to which the suspect acknowledged and continued communicating with the undercover agent. The undercover agent informed state police that the suspect was looking to meet up with the undercover agent, and on May 13, 2024, the suspect agreed to meet the agent in Clovis at one of the motels. At approximately 8 p.m., the suspect arrived, and a felony takedown was conducted.
He says, open the door.
He's here. He's here. Yeah. Yep. He's in the car waiting outside.
That's it. I'm taking it while we're going?
Yep.
I'm going the other side.
He's right there. You see him, Kai?
No.
He's right there to your left.
Okay, right.
Hope they slam him to the ground. He's got a knife. He's got a baseball bat. He's got a
step out, bro.
He's got a butt plug. Be careful.
Hold on, T-Man. What the hell?
Oh, he's still in the car? Now why are you hiding it from me?
Four.
I think Jeff used to be their boss.
We'll transport him to the office and then get him going.
I'll take him with me, and then we could just transport him in my car.
Maybe that's Jeff.
Take him over there real quick. What about towing the vehicle? Why not do?
There's his phone on here.
Make phone calls when we go.
Go here.
So you got this one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Your wallet, bro?
He's resisting.
You need it?
I guess. I don't know. What are we doing?
I'm gonna talk to you right now. You want your wallet or not?
Sure.
Come on, guys. He's resisting.
You see your light?
He's trying to grab your weapon.
This one's on top.
Oh, you have my phone and shit there.
What was that?
Y'all don't see this happening? Shitty cop, bro.
Cool. You want to make some phone calls and come pick up your car? Say it again.
Trying to run.
You want some phone calls and pick up your car or no? We'll talk to you in a second. But do you want some phone calls for somebody to come pick up your car?
Yes.
Who do you want to call?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know who you want? No? Do you want me to call Riley? Do you want me to call...
Sure. I don't know you. What's your name?
It's Sergeant Pettis. Is this... You want to call her? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, what the fuck? You see that in the sky? Hold on, let me make this bigger. Somebody put a fucking penis-shaped cloud in the sky. What the fuck? Oh. Right here. Wait. Why is it not showing up? Whatever. It's right there. Right there in the middle. Right in the middle. Right by the sun. Somebody thinks they're funny.
Here, let's use your phone.
Oh, God, no.
Let's use your phone, man. I don't want to work your phone. How do you work it?
My hands are tied.
Is it facial? What is it?
No, you gotta tap it in, tap it. If you double tap it. Scroll up. 3. Yep.
And then what?
Okay, you turn on. Click the phone on the bottom right. The top one. What do I tell her?
Come pick up your car, man. That's it.
Because I'm being arrested?
We'll talk to you here in a second, man.
Hello. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
How do you turn up your volume?
On the side there. So a bunch of cops rolled up on me and I'm being arrested. I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
You want to tell her where you're at?
At the Days Inn Motel.
Oh.
Do I need to like come and get you?
Yeah, I need to get the car, I guess.
Well, first question is, what are you doing at the hotel?
Okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
Where do I come find you?
The police station.
I don't know.
Where are you at?
Well, she's wondering where she finds me.
We'll talk to her later.
I guess I'm gonna talk to you later.
Did you hit puberty?
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, bye.
Okay, bye.
Does she know where you're at?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. All right, so we'll get you in this back of this unit.
Cool.
Did you already search him, T-Man?
No.
No?
Oh, you didn't search him yet.
I don't know.
I got guns. Go ahead, Rod. Go to the front of the car.
Just
Try
right
to
there
get
by
a
the
full
front
cavity. Yeah.
Hey, are the keys inside there or are they in your pocket?
They should
Turn
be
it
in
what?
the drawer in the cup holder. Cool, go there and turn around for me real quick. Get nothing on you.
It's that New Mexico air.
This plate's upside down.
Wallet. You put it in my phone. I noticed that too. Did you not want it?
What?
Keep your wallet.
We have the phone.
What's on his phone?
You want to stay? I'll go work on the PCCC.
So who's coming to get it?
Riley.
Riley's coming to pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's Riley?
His phone is right there, right next to it. Just right on the center console.
Cool. Did you tell him to get it? Or did you pick it up?
I told Mark to get it. So. It was right there.
Plain view? Plain view?
Yeah, I just right on the center console.
Cool.
His phone is right there, right next to it. Just right on the center console.
Cool. Did you tell him to get it? Or did you pick it up?
I told
I don't know what the fuck.
Mark to get it. So. It was right there.
Plain view? Plain view?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, Kenny. Or Vera, I'll meet you at the office.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow him back there.
Cool.
Teeman? Yeah.
Precious and Teeman are going to stay for the car.
Cool. For the car.
They're going to stay for the car.
Hey,
Precious. For beating. Oh.
Okay, I'll wait.
You're going to stay with them?
Huh?
You're going to stay with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with the buck.
With Precious?
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you want to let Riley know?
The suspect, identified as 22-year-old Miguel Garza, was taken into custody without incident and was read his rights prior to being interviewed.
Serious question. So if you're not an American citizen and you're a legal immigrant, Do your Miranda rights still apply to you? Or can they beat you? Serious question. In case I want to go work for Border Patrol.
2 chairs real quick.
It'd be cool to be handcuffed until you're dead.
There you go. So, I've heard of the state police, right? Before I get into anything, man, I do, since you are detained right now, I do have to read you something, right? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney and have one present during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be provided to you at no cost to you. The government will pay for it. You can decide at any time to execute these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. If you decide to answer questions, you may stop during questioning at any time and consult the attorney. So basically I just read you your Miranda rights because you're detained right now, right? Okay. So let me explain to you real quick. So I'm Kai, I'm with the state police. Alright, so you know why you're here, man, right?
Can you explain it to me?
Why are you here?
I mean, you tell me. You y'all guys rolled up on me.
You don't know your name?
Rolled up on you? Alright, why were you at the hotel?
Why not? So
hold on. This is your rights, right?
Sure.
So, I get it, man. You're in a tight bind. Like I said, right now you are detained.
Okay.
Right? So, obviously we did our homework on you. My best advice to you, man, is like you messed up because you're on the Air Force.
Okay, that
you
was
have
here.
some crazy technology, as you know, right? So we know why you're at the hotel, right? Johnny, is that what you go by? Johnny? No, yes.
Johnny Ringo.
You know what I mean? So who do you think you're talking to?
who do I think I'm talking to?
Yeah.
To you guys?
On Snapchat, who do you think you're talking to?
No, I have Snapchat.
You don't have Snapchat?
No.
So who are you snapping on your way to hotel?
I wasn't.
You weren't snapping?
No.
No.
Took his phone.
Not at all. No. Okay. So what if we showed you some pictures of yourself on Snap? How would you feel about that?
Answer, bitch.
What's that?
Is that how you know my wife?
I don't know your wife. I know your wife's name. How do you... Is that you're married?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I get it. You're pissed. We're not the people you want to see here at this time. Trust me, you're not the first one to be seen here at this time at all. So I get it, man. You're pissed.
I'd rather go home, to be honest.
I bet you, a lot of people want to go home at this point, right? So, you're not going to tell me why you're at that hotel?
Oh, God.
What happens if I don't say anything? What do I put on?
It's your rights, man.
So I could just not say anything?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Cool. You can talk to this agent because he's federal, so they follow by different rules and regulations than I do.
Okay.
So, you want to talk to him now?
Uh-oh. Well, that's no fun. Why even?
I'm conflicted here.
You're conflicted?
So, I know, based off my simple understanding of how legal things work, that you guys aren't really my friends. I know that I think a lot of you probably think I'm a terrible person.
Because you are.
And maybe, in a lot of ways, maybe I am. But, so I don't know if I can answer your questions or not. I'm kind of confused, because I would like to believe that you're my friend. And
Come on.
So I'll be honest with you
You
guys.
have to go and get Jeff to FOIA these,
My life is
this interview?
probably ruined anyways. So whatever. Ask away, I'll tell you. The honest truth, because what do I have to hide now? So. I don't really have anything to hide, but I mean, especially now. But I mean, like, I don't really know what to tell you. So, what was going in my head was the man who struggles.
Manhood struggles? What?
Has always been sexual things, and not even in a weird way. I think it's just I think normal guy struggles.
How is having sex with kids not weird? How's that not weird? That's why you're there, you stupid fuck. It's illegal. Immoral.
I think I just let it beat me a little bit more than I probably should have. And I mean, the situation is unfortunate, to say the least, because I have a son and a wife who I absolutely love, and I hate that I'm in this position to hurt them. And I don't know really know if my wife is going to take me back, which is also terrible because I actually love her. I'm okay. I just have to think about all the stuff I love. What I'm supposed to be and what I am now is not the same, which I think sucks the most. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a guy and I make mistakes, and I'm absolutely not proud of that. And
Is what a UFO?
I tell you whether you believe it or not, it's your choice. But
Wait, I'm reading the wrong part. Damn.
That matters. You know, I mean, at this point, the way it looks and my poor decisions and my struggles. I mean, obviously you guys have seen it, so you know, doesn't matter, whatever. But I guess I'm just someone who struggles and let it beat me. Okay. Well, I felt weird from the very beginning.
Why is it funny?
Here we are, and I was right. I kind of guessed it, but oh yeah, absolutely, I did. But this is why I tell you, like, what am I going to tell you to not make you look at me a certain way, regardless of how wonderful a person you think I am?
Garza was transported and booked into the Curry County Detention Center on one charge of child solicitation by electronic communication devices and meets with child, which is a Class 3 felony. Garza later entered a plea of not guilty and was allowed to travel out of state due to his job. The trial date for the case is scheduled for January 16th, 2025.
So he can travel out of state. That sounds like a good thing, right? Why would he just up and disappear? Oh, was there? My bad. I missed it. But yeah. Travel out of state for a guy who was soliciting sex from a minor and going to meet at a fucking hotel. Now he's going to do it in another state, and another state, and another state, and probably won't get caught. Fucking retards.
Welcome to another episode of the Dante Show Network.
We're
Story
gonna
time,
be
where I
slugging
tell
it right
prison
now.
stories, hood stories,
Prison
and
hood
supernatural stories.
Niggas.
Oh,
Dante Show.
Here we go again.
He's gonna drop the link.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. It's your boy Charlie Global back once again with another one. Shout out to the Dante Show Network for having me on, man. It was brought to you by him. Let's get it. Y'all know what time it is, man. Let's go on, hit that like button. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. And if you want to subscribe to my channel is Charlie Global.
Oh, no.
You feel me?
You're gonna get
Go on, pull up on me. Yes, sir. Go on, check that out. Got that gas on that damn thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah,
Oh, I'm
man.
so glad I grew up
got to
in the
tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? I had a bunk mate, you know what I'm saying? Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? But before he came, you know what I'm saying, I was in the room by myself, just cooling. I had done went without a bunk mate for like a week. I was doing good. You know what I'm saying? My last bunk mate, he got transferred, so they hadn't moved nobody in my room. And then when they did the next transfer, they still didn't put nobody in my room. I was cool. So the following transfer day, You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it wasn't even a transfer day. It was the emergency transfer day where they ship dudes out to our camp on a Monday afternoon. They normally don't ship to Monday night.
Right.
But this Hispanic, you know what I'm saying, he got sent to my prison due to personal dealings with an officer. You know what I'm saying? I find that out after he get moved in my room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? His name was Peso. You feel me? Peso get moved in my room or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He cool or whatever. You know, the first thing I noticed is cleanliness. You feel me? He got on his Fred White tennis shoe, jewelry on. So I'm like, okay, that boy here look like he on some peace stuff. You know what I'm saying? He player. You know what I mean? So we chop it up. I get to know him a little bit. He tell me what's going on with him at the time. He been locked up for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, he had done shot the dude who pulled up on his little girl, you know what I'm saying, while she was asleep. She was like 12 years old while she was asleep. He had done went into her room, you know what I'm saying, because they were partners. He had went over to his house to grab something for him because he was at work. He said when he went over there and went to the house, his daughter was in there asleep. You know what I'm saying? So dude went in there and he molested his daughter, like while she was asleep, he pulled her panties off and he licked her, you know what I'm saying, meow. He did that. You know what I'm saying? So when the little girl told her dad about it, you know what I'm saying, which was Peso ain't play no game. He went and upped the foul on that boy, but he ain't whack him though. You know what I'm saying? So he had been locked up for aggravated assault, you know what I mean, with a deadly weapon. So anyway, after he tell me the story or whatever, I'm like, damn, boy, that messed up. He was like, yeah, but the beautiful thing about it, he's gotten into trouble and he's came to prison. I'm laying to see if I can run into him. So I'm like, yeah, boy, like, he like, I want to get me some more straight. Like, yeah, it ain't over with. He say, now that I don't find out he in prison, I'm on that boy top. He said, I got people in high places looking for him. You know what I'm saying? I want to say he was MS-13, but I'm not sure. I never really just questioned, you know what I'm saying? But going off the tattoos, you know what I'm saying? I assume he was MS-13. So me and him was bidding and cooking, you know what I'm saying? Just doing time. So he was like, man, I'm going to cook you a pocket the Spanish way, Holmes. So he whip up the pocket or whatever. I taste that thing. I'm like, okay, this thing fire. So, you know, that one thing we agreed on was food. You feel me? Because I stayed cooking, you know what I'm saying? I kept me a bulb in the room to drop my food to get it hot or whatever. So, you know, one day, a dude tried Peso out there in front of the TV. You know what I'm saying? Peso was out there by himself watching TV. He was watching Telemundo. You know what I'm saying? Telemundo had them badass females on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, boy, Telemundo. Oh, yeah, boy, they got some baddies on that damn thing. Yeah. So, you know, he was out there watching or whatever, and dude come up and just turn the TV. You know what I'm saying? So that boy Peso like, hey, man, you must think I'm a free pick, home. So, dude was like, man, nah, nigga, I've been in there doing 3 years. I'm going to watch what I want to watch. So, Peso was like, hey, man, wasn't nobody out here, bro. So, I changed the channel, man. You know how this go. He was like, man, I'm not a new jack. I've been bidding, like, I've been doing time. This ain't how this go. So, the dude fired off on Peso. Boom, Peso get right. He really ain't know how to fight. But he wasn't scared, though. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing punches, you know what I'm saying? Dude got off on him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Couple dudes ran out there and broke it up or whatever. So, he was like, hey, man, you got to give me another one. This is what Peso saying. You got to give me another one, home. You got to give me another one. So, dude was like, I'll shoot you another one. We can shoot the fade again. So, they go in the room this time. And you just hear them in there going in. They hitting good in there. I'm talking about they hitting good. So they come up out of there and whatever. And they came out of there smiling. You know what I'm saying? Both of them, I was lumped up or whatever. So they pointing at each other, eye and stuff. You know what I'm saying? One of them had a busted lip too. You know what I'm saying? The other dude who popped off on Peso, he had a busted lip and a swole eye. You feel me? So they came out of there laughing. So, you know, I'm looking like, okay, You know what I'm saying? So him and the dude end up becoming cool after that. You know what I'm saying? So time passing on, time go by. You know what I'm saying? So one day, Peso was like, hey, man, can I use your phone, man? I think my girl got the money to get my phone. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, you can use it. You know what I'm saying? He used the phone, called the girl. She had the green dots ready for him to pay for his phone. So he after he wrote down the numbers, he was like, hey, man, you know who got those for sale? I was like, yeah, man, I know who got them. I can get it for you. So I make the transaction for him or whatever, get him the phone. He get online. You know what I'm saying? About 2 days later, I hear him talking to one of his bros. He was like, yeah, man, y'all ain't tracked him down yet. Y'all don't know what prison he at yet. So they were like, nah, we don't know where he at yet. You know what I'm saying? The system got an update or something like that. Because come to find out, the dude that's in question, the one who did that to his daughter, he had just been transferred as well. Come to find out later on down the line. So that's why the system hadn't updated yet to show where he was at. So
please tell me it's in the
he was like, man, y'all hear anything, man? Keep me posted, man. Keep me posted. So they like, yeah, I got you. Then about a week after that, I come in the room, he on his phone with his people, and he like, yeah, that's it, that's where he's at. So he tell his people like, good. I'm glad y'all let me know. So he got off the phone. He was like, yeah, man, Holmes is at Smith. He's at Smith State Prison. And he's a little bitch. So I know he going out bad. He's not going to be there long. I know him. And I know the type of camp Smith is. So he's not going to make it. That's real gladiator school. Like, you really have to be built like that, Holmes. So I'm like, I already know. I done been there and did that. So we still bidding or whatever. So one day, they put up the list for us to play football, flag football in prison. So Peso like, man, I like to play football, man. I'm going to play. I said, man, only Mexican I know played football was Mark Sanchez. I said, y'all play soccer, man. He was like, no, I'm fire at football. The running back slot. Just give me the ball. I swear to you, I'm gone. I'm like, okay, we gonna see. Because, I'm the quarterback. I'm QB. Oh, yeah, I'm slinging iron. Oh, yeah, I'm slinging that damn thing. Yes, sir. So I was like, we gonna go out there on yard call tomorrow. Because we gonna do a little practice. And I'm gonna see what you got. So the next day come. He got his socks on. He got his shoes on. I'm talking about the high socks, the tall ones. You know what I'm saying? He go out there with his little muscle shirt on or whatever. I said, okay. He looked up the par. He looked like a little running back, but let's see how fast he is. So we bullshit around for a little minute, you know what I'm saying? Tossing the ball around. So I'm like, man, let's run some plays. So I was like, man, with a 32 dive, matter of fact, we going to do a toss sweep to the right, man. Toss sweep. He was like, toss sweep to the right? Okay, cool. Let's go. So we line up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My man's hiked me the ball. I turn around, I toss it to him. Man, when I say that boy had that giddy up in him, oh yeah. That boy had that giddy up. That boy was getting up out of there. I'm talking about everybody on the yard was looking like, man, who that is?
Did you nickname him?
So he come back to the huddle or whatever. I was like, boy, you fast for real.
Was his last name Gonzalez?
We did that play without nobody on defense. So I tell the guys that's on defense, I was like, y'all line up, man. Come on, line up. I want to see what he look like with some defense on him. Y'all get the flags. Let's see what's going on. So the next play, I told him, I say power eye right, running back screen, man. I say, hey, man, all you got to do is run to the line of scrimmage, act like, you know what I'm saying, you finna stop, then just veer out 5 yards. And I'm going to swing. He like, bet. So I get the ball, boom, he run to the line, and then he cut out. I dumped the ball off to him. He was by himself. He took off again. Phew. I said, oh, yeah, he piped up. So I can't wait till the first game. I can't wait till we play the first game. So the following week, they had done scheduled our first game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, see, they don't know nothing about my boy Peso. Oh, no. Hell no, they don't know nothing about this boy. So he the only Mexican on the team. You feel me? So we get out there, we warming up for the game or whatever. So I tell my boy, I say, you ready? He was like, yeah, well, I'm ready, well. So I'm like, cool. We popped the game off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know my first play. I ran that toss sweep again. That boy, he get like 12 yards. I said, okay. I already know how I got to beat these folks. I got to control the clock and score. I'm finna first down their ass to death. Nothing but some first downs. I want to keep the ball the longest, score, put the press on them, make them have to score. So, boom. Halftime come. We up 28-7. You know what I'm saying? That boy Peso done got him a touchdown. So I'm like, okay, then we got these boys beat. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way they gonna come back. So after halftime, them boys made a little run. They tied it up. It's fourth quarter. We got the ball. It like 3 minutes left. So I'm like, man, I'm finna milk that clock. So I third down. So they were like, 12 seconds left. I'm like, damn. So they were like, what we gonna do? I was like, shit. I was like, what's up, Peso? You want it? He was like, yeah, give it to me. So we was on the other team. We was on they like 20. We had done drove down the field. We was on like they 15 or 20 yard line. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but some seconds to go.
You said 12 seconds.
So they like, what the play is? I told him, I said, we gonna fake the sweep and I'm gonna roll out. You know what I'm saying? I said, Peso, you just go to the back of the end zone, man. Whatever you do, get separation. Get separation from your man. I don't care how you do it, but I'm gonna get the ball. I say, soon as you show me your hand, that ball gonna be there. So he like, bet. So I'm like, go. I get the ball, I drop back. You know what I'm saying? That boy done went to the back of the end zone. So I threw the ball. You know what I'm saying? And when it left my arm, when I released it, I felt it. I said, damn, I done threw the ball too high. And you know, Peso was kind of short. But some way, somehow, that boy jumped up. Boy, he was like Spud Webb. That boy jumped up and grabbed that damn thing and came down with his feet in the end zone. Buzzer call. Oh, yeah, we won. So we piped up in the dorm. We kicking Major Flav, you know what I'm saying? We done won our first little game or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking mad shit, you feel me? So we in there, we done got our showers and shit out the way. We in the room just cooling. And the next day was a transfer day. So the boy Peso was like, man, I hope dude gets transferred here. Man, I hope he gets transferred here.
Almost like
so I'm like, man, if it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. And so when you say somebody talk somebody up, you know how you hear somebody be talking and they say, call a person name, and then that thing, know that same person walk right up. You be like, damn, boy, I just talk you up. Man, that's the same thing happened with that boy Peso. The next day, transfer day, they had like four Spanish guys out there on the walk and a couple white dudes. So they bring them in our dorm because they had did a sweep in our dorm. Somebody rode a kite and snitched on a couple guys, so it was empty beds in there. So they bring the new guys in there in the dorm. So I don't know none of these Spanish guys, but just so him, that boy Peso come in the room. He like, man, I got to get a knife. I'm like, what that? He be like, he's here. He's in the dorm right now. He's in here right now. Like I literally spoke him up. I'm like, oh, he in here right now? He like, yeah, I need a knife. I said, man, you know I'm affiliated, bro. I can't give you mine. You feel me? You know how this shit go. You been locked up. You know I can't give you one, bro, because, you know what I'm saying? I just can't. So he was like, well, point me in the right direction to get one. I need to get one. I said, hey, man, you got them white boy down there. That's all they do. They get on that cream, and that's what they do. They make them blickies. So he was like, okay, what did he charge? What is he going to want? I was like, shit, if you can get some cream, he'll take that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, I got some of that. I said, you do that shit? He was like, nah. I just been selling it, getting some food. He was like, see the food I got? I ain't been going to no store. I was like, man, I ain't even been paying you no attention for real. So, he go in that locker box, he fix up a little sack. The next thing you know, he come back in the room. He get one of his sheets out his locker, and he tear a thin strip. I said, I already know what he finna put a handle on his blicky. So he tied up. He sharpened it a little more. So he was like, yeah, I'm finna get him. I'm finna throw him a party. I'm finna get him. I said, you finna do it? You finna pop now? He said, yeah, I've been waiting on this too long. I've been waiting. So when we go out the room, you know what I'm saying, Peso, he looking around the dorm. So he going to people like, hey, where that Mexican with? Woo woo. He described one. They were like, oh, he went in that room right there. Next thing you know, Peso fell off in the room. All you hear is a nigga screaming, ah! So I'm like, damn, what the hell Peso doing to that boy? Cause it was a different kind of scream. Like, it was a death scream. Like a nigga sound like he was about to croak over in there. So about 10 minutes later, Peso come out the room and his hand blooded. The tip of his fingers and shit bloody, and he got something in his hand. So he come in the room, he breathing all hard and shit, and he throw something on the desk. So when I look, I was like, but what the hell in that? It just looked like a bloody piece of meat. It was about that much of it. I'm like, but what the hell is that? He said, yeah, I cut the motherfucker's tongue out.
Okay.
He want to eat my little girl's pussy? Yeah, I got his tongue. I cut his tongue out. I was like, oh, you cold. Oh, man, you cold, boy. So when I go back out there and I look in the day room, you got the essay who he just cut his tongue out. He out there in the middle of the floor. He just laying on the floor. His mouth just dripping. He bleeding. His eyes is disoriented. He looking drunk. Like he looking sick. He got knots all over his face. Like, yeah, he got did the worst way. So I'm like, shit. So next thing you know, he start going toward the door. He leaking. He trying to go on the door. So Peso see him. He was like, oh, this motherfucker think he just gonna leave the dorm. I'm not finished yet. So I said, bro, what if you kill him, bro? You gonna be stuck in here forever. He was like, it is what it is. And he looked me dead in my eyes and said that, and he just walked off. Next thing you know, he done ran behind dude, and he just went to hit him with it.
Oh, I just his throat.
Until my blood just coming out. I'm like, oh man, he finna whack buddy. But just so happened the police coming there just in time. They sprayed him with the pepper spray. So I go get me a towel. I wet it. And I put it around my face and I closed my door. I put, you know what I'm saying, old towels and sheets at the bottom of the door because I already know we finna go on lockdown. So, and that's exactly what happened, man. It was hard to breathe in there. So they take both arms out of there or whatever, you know what I'm saying. They had to take Bud out on the gurney because he had them pull him out. He had them put that blicky in his life. So yeah, man, they take them up out of there. You know what I'm saying. They let the orderlies come with the bleach, clean the blood up or whatever. We ain't come out lockdown till the next day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, buddy cut dude tongue out like that boy Peso. I could tell by his demeanor, he was one of them ones. And it was true. He went and did that. He went and handled his business, man. Like, it's crazy. Like I always tell y'all guys, man, stay out of trouble, man. Stay focused. Sooner or later, you will be blessed. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay free. You know what I mean? Because these are traumatic things that you will see. Like, it's a movie. Like, it's a world inside the world. You don't have...
Now, next question is, are one of them going to be transferred, or did the other dude die? Hopefully he died, but it sounds like he didn't, which was even better. Should have gutted him. But anyway, that's a kind of a happy ending.
Welcome back to our channel.
To a story that should not have happened in the first place. And now I got the next one from. This is from prison guards. I'm assuming Jeff knows these guys because they're prison guards. And this guy's going to tell us a story. You guys ready for more story time? I know I am.
Channel warriors, keep doing what you're doing. Right? If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And if you're sharing, continue to share. I can't believe how fast we're growing. It's nuts.
Oh, and this guy, he's a double. He's a prison guard veteran, and he's a Army veteran.
So I pay attention to the comments. I see what you guys want to hear. This one has been a long time coming. Child molesters. Convicted child molesters in prison. What do we, as guards, as correctional officers, think about child molesters in there? At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you a story about that. Okay? I already told you we're human. And I think by now, you've seen a couple of my videos, you've gathered that I am human. Right? I have anger, happiness, sadness, ego. if I don't keep my ego in check, then it gets out of control, right? These are all human emotions and shit that I have to deal with. I don't think there is anybody on this earth that likes child molesters. Honestly.
There not be.
Even talking about it right now is getting my heart boiling, right? That is the lowest scum of earth, the lowest form, the absolute monsters.
Oh no.
That I can think of, that I can talk about.
Things in them. Worst monsters.
I mentioned that there's different levels to the inmate population. I mentioned that, hey, you got your hardcore gangsters that follow politics and are structured. Then then you got those that like to cry, those that never been down, those that PC'd up right off the bus in county, ring up drug debts on purpose and then bounce without any intention of paying. And then you have these fucking scum child molesters. Any crime that involves children like that, I would imagine my thoughts are the same thoughts as yours. I would imagine that my feelings are the same feelings as yours. But if you wanted to hear it, you know what? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll say it. I'll put it out there because I can, right? Because I can. Because I walked away from the California Department of Corrections. Because I have a voice now. Because I'm the voice for the others that cannot speak up currently. I used to read their files. And I stopped. I stopped reading it because it made me sick to my stomach. I couldn't fathom it. I could not fathom, wrap my head around it, process it. And now I'm talking about sick shit, man. I'm talking about fathers doing this to their children. I'm talking about grandfathers doing this to their grandchildren. I'm talking about uncles, and even that's fucking disgusting and appalling and infuriating in one, right? You didn't have to be a family member to molest a child to get me upset. Any victimization of an innocent child, robbing them of that life, robbing them of that positivity, robbing them, stealing their world like a fucking monster is uncalled for. And that's putting that lightly, uncalled for. When I first rolled up to Donovan as a sergeant, second watch, this Charlie yard, that fucked up yard I'm telling you about, level 4 SNY EOP, that's where they throw, if you're new, that's where you're going, in the shittiest spot. I was a brand new motivated sergeant, as fucked up as that prison was. I was working with another sergeant. It's second watch, so mind you, you can have up to 3 sergeants. You got your program sergeant, your EOP sergeant, and your yard sergeant. EOP meaning in charge of the mentally ill inmates, but that yard is so messed up, you're gonna see that every sergeant works together to accomplish the same goal, right? To maintain the peace and keep the structure as much as possible. So yeah, you'll get assigned a spot, but everybody's just working together. You have to. Lo and behold, an inmate comes up to the program office and comes in, it's me and another sergeant, and says, the older dude, of course. Not that they're all old, but here, listen to the story. And he comes in and he says, I think the dude said, I need to PC up. And I'm like, PC up? You're already on a PC yard. Where are you going to PC up to? Mind you, I had just came from Centinela. I told you all of this. I'm like, PC up? Like, my mind is blown. Like, where the fuck? There is no SNY Super times 10. You've already crossed that fucking threshold. But lo and behold, the dude never even touched down on the main line. Watch. So, he says, my sergeant, I take that back. He says, my cellie is making me do sexual acts on him. And I'm like, what? Okay, elaborate, man. My cellie is making me jack him off, right? Masturbate him. And I stop, and I'm listening to this guy, and I turn to my side, and I start typing his number in the computer to see where he lives, who his cellmate is, and lo and behold, his charges. The police report. The police reports are in there. It said he had made a 4-year-old girl perform oral sex on him. And I'm fucking being raw with you guys. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. That's what his charges were. A 4-year-old girl, he forced a 4-year-old girl to perform oral sex on him. And this fucking piece of shit is in my office, scared, upset that his cellmate is allegedly making him jack him off.
Back to your cell, bitch.
I'll be honest with you guys. I almost told this dude, get the fuck out of my office. I almost did. When I saw that fucking charge and I saw that inmate and I looked over to that sergeant, I didn't know who that sergeant was. I was new. I think he looked back at me. He wanted to see what I was about. The dude was by the book. The sergeant was by the book.
Really?
And he saw that pause. He saw me look at him. Then the inmate saw me look. And that sergeant kicked into overdrive. He like said, hey man, well check this out. We're going to get you out of here. We're going to get the paperwork done. Blah, blah, blah. Which is the right thing to do in our profession. That is what we have to do. So you want to know why I'm twisted as far as emotions and everything goes against my being, right? Not that I would have cut the dude loose, right? But you do got to bring some solid information as far as... And there's protocols, right? There's protocols. I didn't break those protocols to prove a point or to get one over or to sabotage anyone, right? And this is a conflict. This is a conflict within my own being. I am forced to do the right thing. How bad is that? How fucked up is that? And this is not just me. I think by now I have made it pretty clear that people who wear green are not all assholes, are not all dicks, are not all the B word. Are there some? Yes. And we have already said that. What I'm trying to tell you is we're regular people coming to work and having to deal with this trash. Then lowest monsters. Monsters is the only word I'll ever use for these pedophiles. People want to know, would you guys set them up? Would you guys set them up? Would you guys purposely or accidentally hit their button so they can come out in the day room and get beat up or get stabbed or get what they have coming to them? No.
Not on purpose.
No, and here's why first of all, we would not do that. That's first of all. Second of all, there's no need to do that because they're out there. Like, meaning we don't have to open the door on purpose so that they can get attacked. They got to come out for chow. They got to come out for day room. They got to come out for yard, for pill line. They're going to come out. So whatever's going to happen to them is going to happen to them. For the most part, let me see if I can put a percentage to it. 75% 75% they're going to be left alone, those inmates. Those inmates, even on an S&Y yard. And somebody asked this question. Are previous gangbangers that are now on an S&Y yard interacting with child molesters? No, they're not. These fucking turds are kind of off to their side, kind of doing their fucking thing. In their little groups, probably talking about children. Sick fucks. Man, it feels good to call it what it is. So, we don't have to. We don't have to crack doors. We don't have to do anything illegal, anything immoral. We don't have to.
Are you still?
Now, I'm going to tell you a fucking crazy story about an inmate, old-ass inmate too, 60-something years old. I don't know what these fucking 2 child molesters did to him. He was definitely not about that. I'll guarantee you that right now. I don't even know the fact if they were child molesters. I'm sure it helped that his motive. This guy was a somebody. This dude, this suspect that I'm talking about was a somebody, if you guys know what I mean. White dude. He planned this all out, right? Of course he planned this all out. He's an OG. I think he had a C number. I don't even know what number he had, but this dude was 60 years old. Something. You see him on camera. He walks by the day room table. You have 2 sex offenders sitting there. I think one was in a wheelchair. He walks past them, reaches into his waistband, pulls his shit out, his weapon, his shank. Oh. He fucking comes up behind the first dude and just starts stabbing this dude's neck. Starting from the inmate, the inmate, the right side of his neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 good ones.
Hell yeah.
Across his fucking throat. With a good ass weapon, mind you. His little buddy is sitting there watching like, oh my God. Right. He didn't have time. This fucking older gentleman. Right, that's a gentleman thing to do.
Yeah.
Goes over to the fucking other dude and right in the chest. Boom. 1. He hit this dude 7 times. In the chest. And then caught him in the eye. Caught him right here under the eye. Not in the eyeball. Under, for sure. Boom.
That's why I gave it to you.
When he's done. When that OG is done. Handling his business. Doing what he did. And the cops had already been alerted. They kind of heard the commotion. They look over. Oh my God. Brand new cops. God bless their soul. Never seen anything like this. They're like, fucking get down, hit their alarm. This OG gets a weapon, throws it. Whew. Looks at the cop straight in the eyes, gets down on the prone position, and puts his hand behind his back to be restrained. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Fight him?
Right.
2 for the price.
I respect that inmate for doing that. Not for stabbing the child molester. Well, you get my drift.
No.
But
for stabbing him.
For fucking, when he was done and all said, puts his hand behind his back and then let's go on about our business of cleaning up the mess. Oh, fuck, there was a mess. There was a fucking mess. This fucking dude's gush, like, squirting blood. The other guy, holy shit, is the one that got stabbed up is laying in a puddle of fucking blood. I mean, puddle, pool, a pool of blood. Anyways, those 2 guys lived. I don't know how.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my story. You even got a nice little violent story at the end of that.
I like that story, but the fact they live kind of sucks.
How do prison guards feel about child molesters? We fucking hate them with our heart and soul. Do we set them up to get attacked? No. If other inmates are attacking them, do we lose sleep over it? Do we bat an eye? I don't. I'm pretty sure everybody else does it, right? Nobody should tolerate the victimization of children. Nobody.
Facts.
With that being said.
Good man. Good man. Got that prison guard mentality, right? Am I right? Jesus Christ. In a way, the fact that they lived is kind of good because you know they're going to be suffering for the rest of their pathetic fucking lives. And that's great. Although the guy that cut off the dude's tongue, I could understand because of the whole thing, eye for an eye. I probably would have cut off his balls as well, just because, and just thrown him across the room. Allegedly, YouTube, that I would never do that because that's violent and hate against. It's not really hate. That was fun, right? Good to see justice happening on the outside and on the inside. But it also sucks to see the system fucking fail even more and keep an 8-year-old locked up, tied up in a dark room or in a basement for 6 months. And then they died. And you didn't know until the body was cold. And you tried to dunk them in hot water to see if maybe it helped. Stupid fucking people shouldn't have kids. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and 18 and above, we don't do trans here. We're not DEI over here, okay? There's no diversity, equity, and inclusion. But I'm not telling y'all how to think because that's fucking ridiculous. That would make me a god. No, I'm just kidding. God gave free will. Right. That's what the Bible says, I hope. At least what I've heard. Then again, it might have been on TikTok. I don't know. But I am telling y'all how to think. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I just wanted to, since my wife's working nights this week, obviously I'm going to have a later stream. But I think my information got out there. People enjoyed it. Except for, I guess, Sammy Joe's #1 fan. I don't have a job, but I make more than most people. Just kidding. I don't make a lot of money. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like I said, hope y'all enjoy. Yeah, it's good. Probably see y'all tomorrow afternoon again. You know what I mean?